All right, welcome back. Chicago Hockey Radio, Chicago Blackhawks postgame shows. Justin Lynch, Tassos, Kirkos. Hawks lose 3-1 to the Calgary Flames. They fall to 1-2-1 on this 4-game road swing to open up the season. And now they will return home to the United Center here on Thursday against San Jose Sharks. Justin, thoughts on the game? How are we feeling, brother?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty decent, to be honest. I mean, it's a shame. It definitely feels like one. It feels very similar to the Winnipeg Jets game, right? Like, I thought we were kind of better for most of this game. Had a lot of shots on goal, had a lot of chances, but just couldn't convert on them. I think we got kind of goalie today. Dustin Wolf was really strong in net for the Flames. And they're also really good at kind of limiting the high quality chances. Not so much at the start of the game. I think at the start of the game, Wolf bailed them out a few times. I think we had some good chances. They gave Bedard a few looks there where he had a lot of open ice to work with. And he got robbed a few times tonight. I think he had 7 shots on goal. No points for Bedard. But he had a great game tonight, despite no points, just like the Jets game. So every game he showed up. But no, I think the Hawks good looks today. I think the second line looked good. I thought for sure that Paul was going to get something going tonight. I feel like he's due. Bertuzzi as well. I mean, we're still waiting for him to do something, but no, I think there's a lot of good things today. Defense is pretty strong. Mrazek was good tonight. But yeah, it is tough, not to come away with this one. 'Cause it definitely felt like one we could have had for sure.
Did you mention Bedard 7 shots on goal? Did you
Yeah,
mention
just
that? Yeah.
yeah, just I said that. Yeah, an NHL app. I'm pretty sure it was 7 shots. Yeah.
Yeah. He was all over it tonight. The next highest was Seth Jones with 4, who I will get to in a moment.
He had a great game.
Yeah. He really did. Yeah, you know what? Actually, maybe let's just go there. I thought
Yeah,
Bedard,
sure.
I thought Bedard was really good, but he's been really good, and I think we all expect that now. So, also just shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out anybody watching right now live. Appreciate you, and yeah, shoot us questions in the chat if you have any while we're here too. Yeah, I think we need to have like a larger conversation tomorrow about it, probably, I imagine, on the podcast. But I thought Seth Jones was really good tonight. And somebody actually messaged us. I know it's a question for Friday. We can talk about it again Friday too for this guy. But he said, what do you value what Seth Jones is playing at right now? Like, what would you put that at a dollar value?
I mean, I still wouldn't say $9.5 million. I don't think it's ever going to be worth that. But right now, I'd say he's probably playing like I don't know, 8 million.
Right?
I'll put it 8 million. So I'd say this is probably some of the best hockey we've seen Seth Jones play as a Blackhawk. I mean, early days were 4 games into the season, but I think every game, honestly, is looked pretty good. I mean, he's been more involved in the offensive play. He's shooting the puck more. So I think he wasn't doing that enough in the past. He's had more of a shot first mentality, except for the 2-on-1 on the PK in the second period. That was probably his best opportunity to shoot, and he didn't. He gave it to Dickinson, who was on his offhand, and he couldn't really get anything going there. Which, by the way, the Hawks PK was really strong in the start of the second. I know the Flames had a power play goal with Kuzmenko, but I mean that was like on a 5-on-3. I guess it wasn't a 5-on-3 yet. It was a delay
6-on-4.
penalty, so
Yeah.
6-on-4. Yeah, close enough. So. I thought the PK was really strong today. Had a lot of good chances. I think they had like 3 breaks in the second period. If you score on one of those, it's like boom. So yeah, I mean, I think a lot of good things to take away from this game, and Seth is certainly part of that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like the first period from the Hawks today, or did you think there could have maybe been? I don't feel like we're seeing much jump. Maybe it's just the games I'm watching, even though I've watched all the games so far. But it just seems like maybe the game against Edmonton was their best first period, I would say. But
Yeah, I mean, if there's
yeah,
one area that probably could be better, it is the first period. I mean, besides Edmonton, I think they were okay in the first today, but it was kind of like the Jets. It was just okay.
yeah,
Utah, they were ass, but no, I think that's an area that to get off the better starts is definitely something. The Flames had the first goal today. I think pretty much every game, other teams had the first goal except for Jets and I guess Edmonton. So I guess that's half of them. So what am I saying? But I feel like every game, the opposing teams had a better first period except for maybe Edmonton. So I thought it was pretty even first period today. I don't think we looked bad, but you could tell the Flames, like, this is a good Flames team. I mean, we knew it going in, like, this wasn't going to be an easy matchup at home for the Flames as well. And I mean, they were a really impressive team to watch. I
yeah.
mean, they definitely could surprise this year. I mean, it's just one game, but that looks like a team that doesn't look like a team that might be tanking this year, even though we all thought that going into the season, but I'm not so sure now. So, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, not if you're on our TikTok. Apparently, Lee's like the only dude commenting on our TikTok, being like, what did he say? He's like, oh, because we put out that clip of him talking about the fact that these games early on in the season aren't important? And he goes, yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
He goes something like, oh, that's why Calgary looks like a contender and why Edmonton looks like a roller hockey team. And I thought that was really funny.
I mean, I still don't think the Flames are going to be a playoff team, nor do I think we are. But I think definitely both of us, especially them, could be better than people think. I think the early season's shown it. But yeah, how about those Oilers? They might potentially be
Yeah.
0
Oh
4 while the
boy.
Flames are 4-0. That's crazy.
2 goals, Matvei Michkov.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd love to see that. My fantasy team needs him
yeah.
to break out today, and he's producing. So no, I think he's definitely got to be one of the favorites in the Calder race for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
could get a hattie tonight, man.
Yeah, maybe. So the first goal for Matt Coronado,
I
I
thought
don't really,
Mrazek was a little
yeah,
swimming there.
I
He's
don't
been out of
really
his
know what he was
crease.
doing there. I don't really
Yeah,
know what he was
no,
doing there. I don't really
that's
know
not
what
the
Connor
crease,
Murphy.
dumbass.
Yeah, I don't know what, I don't
Yeah.
really know what Connor Murphy was doing on that play either.
Yeah, no,
Um,
he didn't have the best game. He had a good hit. That was about it. But otherwise, I thought he definitely could have had a better game for sure.
oh, I don't know who he caught. Maybe somebody, maybe chat can help us out. I don't know who he caught with that reverse hit, but that
Oh
was,
yeah, who was that? It was towards the end of the game,
I don't
right?
know, but he caught him looking. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was a hell
it
of a
was a
hit.
hit.
That was a good play, but otherwise, I don't know. It just I'd say in general this season Murphy hasn't been that good, but I don't know, I've
No,
never really been. I'll be honest, like I like Murphy as a person, but I've never really been a big fan of his. I've always thought he's underperformed, and I don't know, but I won't really miss him when he's gone. But yeah,
yeah. I don't really know what Mrazek was doing on the first goal though.
yeah, that was rough. But the second goal was just a deflection. You can't really blame him for that. And yeah, empty netter. So that was really it. I mean, besides that, I thought he had a great game. It was really a battle of goalies today, and it was the same deal in the first goal. Yeah, I mean, where Foligno was a tip in, but other than that, I mean, Wolf was perfect. So yeah, I mean, I think it was just a strong, big defensive game for both teams. Good structure, like a lot of shots on goal. A lot of them are mostly from the point, so they're not really a lot of high quality chances. A lot of block shots for both teams, especially the Flames. But no, I think it was just kind of one of those trap games, right? We've seen some of those. So yeah.
Yeah. Foligno gets one back 10 seconds later for the Hawks. Great tip on the point shot from Seth Jones. Foligno wins the faceoff, goes straight to the front of the net. That's where, goals are scored in the National
I think
Hockey
that's
League.
something good to talk about too, is the response, right? Then 10
Yeah.
seconds later, I think the most important shift in hockey, everybody always says it, is the shift after, the opposing team scores. And that's a great response. I think last year's team, you would not see that often. I thought the team would get a goal and they'd often get a couple more, right? And I think we just lose momentum. We lose confidence so quickly after another team strikes. And I think just to see that response right afterwards was really good to see. I think it just shows a turning point in this team, and kind of the mentality we have this year is different. The compete's step better. We're going to be in these games. I think every
Yeah.
game we've been in, every period we've been in, outside the first one against Utah, like I've said many times. So you love to see that.
Yeah. A little bit of resilience, a little bit
Yeah.
of edge to you.
Which Foligno's he's had a strong start to the season. I mean, he's getting top line minutes, which is not something I really thought he would be getting, going into the season. I wasn't expecting Foligno to be in a top six role, but credit where it's due. I mean, he does fulfill his role there in that top line with Bedsy Turbo. Kind of allows them to do their thing and just kind of gets in those screens, those tips, those dirty areas, and he's been so strong. Like as we said, he's been so strong in special teams and penalty kill. And just yeah, he's definitely been so far his first season as Hawks captain. Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing a great job.
No, he really is.
Yeah.
The Flames goal, you mentioned the 6-on-4. Backlund to
Yeah.
Huberdeau to the front of the net from the
We
point.
got dicked by the Kuzmeister.
Yeah, Kuzmenko slips in behind Alex Vlasic and is able to get a stick on it and probably, I think he had a stick in midair, Kuzmenko. Like it wasn't, I don't know. I know
It was a
a lot
shame
of
we gave him
tips are
that
like
power
that,
play
but
too, because like Betsy, I mean, you could tell he didn't mean to do it. It was totally, not intentional. I think the stick just caught Wolf, and that's what gave him that power play and the
yeah.
slashing. And then yeah, Foligno had slashing as well. That's what gave him a 6-on-4. But it was kind of a shame because like just those two, minute penalties, and that's basically what changes this game. I think otherwise, I thought we were the better team, even strength and all that. So yeah, it's
Did
a
you
tough
see
one.
the
But
Bedard clip of him getting called for that
yeah,
penalty?
he's like, who, me? Yeah, he
Yeah,
was so
that was
he
really
was so
funny.
confused. He just generally didn't know.
Looking up at the
So.
scoreboard.
Oh, every game we're getting like memes and stuff from Betsy this year. He's really giving us great content.
Yeah. Um, I thought Mrazek was good. Yeah, and then obviously Coronado gets the second goal of the game into the empty net.
Yeah, I would
He's a
say
player.
Betsy did get burned on that empty netter, but you know what? He was out there for 2 minutes, so
Yeah.
I can't really blame him too much. So, but yeah, I know some people are clowning him for that, but it's like, no, it's just end of game. You're gassed. It's what it
He's a
is.
player, Coronado.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a big piece for that Flames team. Zari was disgusting. He was making plays tonight, man. A lot of good pieces on that team, man. It's yeah. I mean, they could definitely surprise people for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
I had to play with a lot of heart too, that man, the Jackets, I think, so it's yeah, good
Mhm.
to see that.
Um, what else we got here? I thought Mrazek was good tonight. He was, outside of the first goal.
Yeah,
I
outside of
thought he,
that, I thought,
yeah,
yeah, I don't think much more, negatives out besides that for him. I thought he was strong. I think he's been strong. I mean, the Utah game wasn't his best, but otherwise, I mean, the Edmonton game, he was a big part of why we won that as well. So yeah, definitely seems like he's in form this year once again.
not really much of a chance on the Kuzmenko goal for him.
Nah,
Uh,
just a good deflection. I mean, what are you gonna do about that?
Dustin Wolf was pretty good for Calgary too.
Yes, I mean, I thought he stole that game for them, to be honest. Not about steal. I mean, it was kind of an evenly played game, but I honestly thought we were slightly better, but Wolf was just perfect. I
That might
mean,
have
you
been
really
his
can't.
best game in the NHL so far.
He looks like a starter right now, doesn't he? He really does. So if
Well,
he can
tonight he did against the
tonight,
Hawks.
I know, yeah, but
Yeah.
still, I mean, I don't think you can sleep on that, by any
No,
means.
no, not at
Yeah,
all. I'm
yeah,
just screwing around.
yeah, fair enough.
The did you? Oh, first of all, like quick goalie note: the Philip Gustafson.
Yeah, what I didn't see it, but I know Gustafson scored for the Wow. How does that work in fantasy? Do goalies get points if they score a goal in fantasy hockey? I have no idea.
I don't know. Some fantasy leagues might be different. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think ESPN might, so I don't think I'm playing them, so that's good.
Um,
Oh yeah, actually, one thing I want to say,
yeah.
TJ Brody just continues to be ass man. I swear every game he has not looked any better. Why isn't Nolan Allen playing? I said this in the pod yesterday. It's like we have this young defenseman up here, rookie defenseman. He's played one game. Like if you're not going to play him, send him back to Rockford. Like what are we doing here? And Lucas Reichel, again, I get him repeating something I said in the pod, but I think we could have used him today, to be honest. His speed, his skill, back to see. I think that's a good connection that we could have, but we haven't been utilizing it. He has yet to play a hockey game this year, so we're going to get him in for the opener. We're just not going to play Lucas Reichel this year. Like, what's going on there, Luke? I don't really get that.
My guess is no. He does not get in for the home opener.
Yeah, you're probably right because I mean, you probably don't want to. Well, I don't know. I mean, we just lost. I understand not changing the lineup much, after the Edmonton game, but he did change it a little. He took out Donato, put in Smith. So I feel like, I feel like Reichel should probably get in over someone like I don't know, Joey Anderson, Maroon. I don't know, somebody like that.
I mean, talking about the Hawks defense core for a second here. One of my notes here is Calgary's defense core is a real mishmash of players. I don't know what word you want to use,
Yeah,
but that's
that is fair to say.
here are the names: Kevin Ball, Jake Bean, Daniel Miramanov, and Braden Pahal.
Anderson seems to be on an island there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rasmus
But it was
Anderson
just
and
strangely seems to work though, at least so far. But I don't know if that's gonna last though. Yeah.
yeah, Mackenzie Weegar's good too. If he's good, that
Yeah, he's
defense
good
core
too.
looks a lot better. But I mean, that's rough. The rest of those guys are, that's some patchwork defense if I've ever
They
seen it. I
they
know
have
we're
some depth on the offense though, better than I thought to be honest. I think
yeah.
Anthony Mantha's been a good addition to that team as well. He
hmm
looked nasty today. And when Huber knows himself, like that can really get the team going. Kadri too. Those two are playing the top of their games. And the young guys like Coronado and Zario showing up, like that team has potential for sure. I don't even think they have
If
Sharon Govich
Huberto's
right now,
good
right?
and
Yeah.
if Huberto's good and if Kadri's good and these are good players that they're paying a lot of money. So I mean, I think a 4-0 start
I think the
is fit for them.
Flames, it's like there's just no pressure on them right now, right? There's no expectations. I think that's a big part of why they're playing the way they are right now, right? I mean, it's like unlike past seasons where it's like they're expected to be a playoff team. Like nobody's expecting that this year. They're expecting to be tanking. Like they've let go a lot of those guys that were there. And it's like now it's like they have just players who want to be there and be a part of that franchise, right? And prove people wrong. So I think that's you see that so far this year. It's like they're just playing, just kind of solid hockey and just like just playing the game, not overthinking things. Yeah.
Yeah. But I honestly might take this Hawks decor over that Flames decor right now. And I know we're not comparing some of the best defensemen in the National Hockey League here, but yeah, I mean, the way Seth Jones is playing right now, and yeah, I would definitely take that Hawks defense core
Yeah, no,
over.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, you got Seth and Vlasic there. It's that alone.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, take that all day. But
Um, you mentioned that this was kind of a goalieing. I don't want to say that this was like a full goalieing.
no, because I mean, the shots are pretty even too, right? It was like 32-25 or something. So it's not
Yeah,
like it was like that lopsided, right? And the chances, again, weren't all that high quality, especially towards the end of the game. I think first period we had some high quality chances, but they definitely made some adjustments on defense, and we had much less time and space to work with as the game went on. So I think that definitely affected things as well. A big part why we weren't able to break through like we were against Edmonton, which they didn't make those adjustments. So yeah.
Feels like sometimes it takes a bit for this team to get going a little bit, eh?
Yeah, that is something I've noticed. It does seem to be a bit of a theme of Richardson teams is these slow starts, but they always seem to get better as the game goes along, right? For the
Yeah.
most part, every game's been like that. Um, so I thought the
I forgot what. Yeah, the second period's been the best period in a
second
lot of
period
these
has
games.
consistently been the best period for the Hawks. Like first period, they got to a slow start. Second period, they come on strong, and then they seem to take the foot off the gas a bit in the third. That seems to be the theme this year. I don't know. Maybe I'm that's just what I'm seeing. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What else did I have in my notes here? We mentioned the Bedard shots and Seth Jones also having 4. Athanasiou, Foligno, and Hall each had 3. I thought Hall was just okay today.
Yeah, he looked good at the start of the game and then kind of quieted down. I thought he and Bertuzzi were going to get something going there. Like watching the first, I literally wrote my notes. Hall is he's going to do something tonight, and he didn't, so he makes me look like an idiot. But eventually, he's got to break through because I feel like every game it's like Hall has got a lot of flashes, but just no results to show for it. And yeah, but we need something for Bertuzzi. Like 4 games, no points. He's been playing top 6 minutes. Like we signed this guy to be a big piece. It's like we need more from him. I mean, so yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take for him to get going.
I told you're going to be very surprised at the quietness of
Yeah,
Tyler
I think you
Bertuzzi.
called this one because you're a Leafs fan, so you saw him a bunch last year, and I guess that was what happened last year, right? Got the slow start, but eventually got things going. So maybe you got to throw him up in that. I don't know if I want to throw him up in that top line right now, but maybe that's what you got to do. Maybe you throw him up there with Bedard, Tavo, and that's what gets him going, right? I don't know, maybe that's what you need to do.
Hey, I'm not a Leafs fan. Also, we can't be throwing that out there. That's
What? I thought you were.
I used to be. You gotta
You
like.
used to be.
I
Oh,
used to
okay.
be. I was
So
growing
you're a
up.
Blackhawks fan
Now
now.
I'm a Blackhawks fan.
Okay, I'm
Now
converting you. I'll take
n-
credit for that.
we're
Yeah.
full Blackhawks, full steam ahead here.
I'm a Chicago Hockey Raiders, so we better all be
Yeah,
Blackhawks
heck
fans,
yeah.
right? What are we doing here?
Um,
Let's interact with chat here. What's chat saying? I haven't really been reading chat.
Lee being like, Tassos, what prospects would you like to see in the lineup first? Nick Lardis. No, Artem Levshinov. Artem Levshinov
Yeah,
is my
whenever he gets
answer.
back from injury, I think he should be back soon,
Stick
right?
him
But
right in the lineup. Stick him right in the
you do
lineup.
think so? I don't think that's what they're going to do, though. I think they're going to send him to Rockford.
I'm half kidding. I'm half tongue in cheek right now, but
I
yeah,
think he can play Hawks right now. I think he's NHL ready. I just don't think that's the case, right? So he's probably going to be top line minutes at Rockford. Just probably better for him playing third pair and scratch every other game because you got to keep Brody and Martinez in there for some reason. Although Martinez is actually pretty good tonight, but yeah,
he's been
not
better than Brody at least.
yeah, and he's been blocking shots. I think he leads the team in that, so he's been good from that aspect. Yeah.
Yes, Rager, Richardson might as well scratch TJ Brody. I agree.
Totally agree. Yeah, I mean, get Allen back in there. He looked good in the debut and
Get
hasn't played
somebody
in a
in there.
week. So I don't understand what we're doing here with that.
Any thoughts on the power play tonight? I thought it was
Yeah, not the way
only
it looked
2
against
chances.
Edmonton. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it did. I mean, which to be fair, it's gonna be hard to follow it up, right? It was perfect, and today it was the opposite. So, and yeah, didn't really get a lot of chances too. I feel like it was a lot of times spent just trying to get back in the zone, like the Flames, early on the second at least, but they've got cooking later. But a couple chances with Betsy, but that was about it. Not much go on the power play today, unfortunately. But yeah.
Agreed. These 2 teams will play again here in Chicago December 20th and again in Calgary January 12th. So we will get to see the Flames 2 more times this season.
Nice. I expected us to win today because we kind of owned them recently. I think going into this game, we won like 5 of the last 6 games against them. We beat them 2 out of 3 last year, and we swept them the year before that, the Bedard tank season. So yeah, I expected to win today. So unfortunate not to get one, but still a good game. Still a lot of good things to take away. I mean, every game I feel like we've had good things to take away, which definitely was not the case last year. So it's definitely a much more positive season so far for that regard.
Yeah, I have one last note, and then we can do a quick rapid fire question.
Sure.
Because there's only a couple here. This game was nearly impossible to watch anywhere. This is the first time I've genuinely been very frustrated with this whole broadcast situation, but boy, was I
Oh, I've been
annoyed
frustrated
today.
with it.
Yeah.
Every single game, the amount of DMs I get for people, how
Yeah.
are you watching this game? It's like, oh my goodness gracious, like what are we doing here, man? It's a shame because the broadcast is actually pretty good. Like Rick
Mhm.
Ball and Darren Payne, can't say enough good things about Rick Ball. It's a shame too, like we couldn't get a win from Compton against his former team, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, I mean, in terms of like just the lack of reach, it's ridiculous at this point.
I spent like just as much time trying to like watch the game as I did actually getting to sit down and enjoy it. It was a very painstaking process that I hope gets resolved soon and that there is some sort of resolution here because that was just flipping ridiculous. I can't even contain myself with that.
Yeah, what year is it? It doesn't feel like 2024 the way this operation. I mean, it's Jerry Reinsdorf run, and he's a clown, so it shouldn't be surprising, I guess.
Listening to it on the Hawks app, that's a good idea. All right. Did you have anything from notes, or should we? There's only a couple questions here.
I think I covered all my notes. Yeah, pretty much.
This one's from Raven. Haha. How many games will each goalie get? Thanks for participating in the chat, Raven. How many goalies, or how many games will each goalie get this season? 50-50 split. Yeah.
Talk about Mrazek and Brossoit there. What's he?
Yeah, or just Mrazek and
Yeah,
whatever,
I think
whatever
when
other
Brossoit's
goalie.
back, I'd say probably like 48-34. Like I
Yeah.
think Mrazek will get the bulk of the game. Like not the bulk. Like he'll start more often. He'll still be the starter, but Brossoit's definitely gonna get more games than Soderblom did last year. And yeah, I think it will be more of a 1A, 1B tandem when Brossoit's back, which should be soon. I think that could be a good tandem and send Arvid back to Rockford. He had a good game against Winnipeg, but I think he's probably still better off being in Rockford this year. And yeah, we'll see. I think Mrazek's been strong so far, but you don't want to give him too much games because he has been injury prone his career. So it's better off for me playing not
This
too
is a
much.
fun
So
one.
yeah.
This is a fun one. What do you think Bedard's stat line is Thursday? Home opener.
Oh, I think he's going to cook. Home opener against the Sharks. No Celebrini. The Sharks. The offense got better, but the defensive goaltending's still sus. I'll say Bedsy puts up 2-2-4, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points.
Ooh, that's generous. I'll give him 1-1. 1-1 is I see.
Now,
what I think
yours
is
is
fair.
probably more realistic, but I think the Hawks are going to cook in the home opener. I think coming out of this road trip 1-2-1, that might not look right in paper, but I think we like I've said, like we've looked so good, and I think that's good to see. I know Lee says like the first game back for a road trip at home you struggle, but this is the home opener though against the Sharks. I mean, we owned them last season. I think we're going to own them Thursday. I think Hawks. I think we're going to dominate that game. Yeah,
One
I'll
last
say
question.
we win 6-3 or something like that. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I think they win too. You got to win the home opener and come out with a
You
lot of
got it.
buzz.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got to win it. Yeah.
Just a comment. I mean, I don't think people are even really mad. I mean, this guy commented, not even mad about this one overall. Team did
No,
great
I'm not
in
mad.
the road trip. Yeah,
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
just disappointed. No,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
would have been nice to walk away with 2 points in this one for sure.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
2-1-1, that would have looked a lot better going into
Yeah, it looks a
Thursday.
lot better 1-2-1 for sure, but I don't think you can complain too much, to be honest. Yeah.
All right, last question, and then ask us about the team. Like not the prospect. I mean, like ask whatever you want.
I like
obviously,
talking
but-
about prospects. I don't know what your deal is.
All
with
right, what is y'all's ideal trade package to another team for a prospect so far? That is the question right now from
It's a
Alex.
broad question. Like what prospect? Like what?
Yeah, like what prospect do I want?
Are we trade the prospect or are we getting it? Like what's?
I think we're getting a prospect here.
I think we have a lot of prospects. I don't know why we trade for another prospect when we have a bunch of prospects. Is he saying we trade Reichel for another prospect? Maybe that's what I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not really sure how to answer that.
yeah, I don't know how to answer that either. Give me,
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Give me Lucas Reichel for Brennan Othman. There, done deal.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean anybody for Reichel at this point. 'Cause it seems like we've already given up on him, which is a shame. I wouldn't. I'd give him a chance in there, but it seems like Richardson hates Germans, so Reichel's just not playing. So there you go.
Yeah, Lee says Lucas Reichel for another player that needs a change of scenery. All right. Anything else in this one?
I don't know if I have much else. I mean, I think we've kind of covered it, but unless Chad has more questions, I think I'm content.
Well, we can give it a second.
We'll have
to
more
see if-
tomorrow, right? We'll have
Yeah,
plenty
I mean,
to talk
we got-
about
we
the
got a
pod,
whole nother-
expand upon.
Yeah,
for sure.
But if anybody has any last second questions, you can get them in while I tell everybody to go subscribe to Chicago Hockey Radio on YouTube.
Yes.
This very YouTube channel that you are watching this live stream on right now. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so that way you can, watch this pod every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and after every Chicago Blackhawks postgame show, where we will be right here Thursday after the Blackhawks home opener. So, and then Justin's going to be in the building for Saturday, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. Yes, I will be there. I'll be driving back to Chicago this weekend. And as all of you know, I'm in Ohio for college, but this weekend we got a game Saturday against Buffalo. That's in the partial season ticket plan that we had, like 10 games. So I think they'll be able to go to most of them. And plus, I'll also be at the Winter Classic this year. We all will be. So we're all looking forward to that. But yeah, first game of the season Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not sure yet if I'll still do the post game show like in the car or if I'll do it in the arena or I don't know, or if I just won't do it or somebody else will do it. But we'll figure that out.
We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm not answering that last question, so I think we're gonna wrap it
Yeah,
there.
don't answer that. Wait, have you guys seen that? Oh boy.
Dude,
Hopefully you all won't
if
relieve
you
me of
don't
my
think
duties here.
if you don't think that wasn't right around the office today, it most certainly was. But congrats on 15,000 followers, also.
Well, I'm good then.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I'm getting the numbers here, so yeah, I think I'm in the clear.
yeah,
Yeah,
that is not affiliated with your employer at all here.
that's
Also,
great.
yeah. Also, while that's out there, go follow us on Instagram too at Chicago
Oh
Hockey
yeah.
Radio. Yeah, go do it. We're posting clips now. We're doing fun stuff. So, and the more you subscribe and follow, the more we are able to do fun stuff and make the content better. So, all right, that's it for me and Justin. We will be back tomorrow on the
I will see
podcast
you.
and
Yeah.
post game show Thursday. All right, see you later, brother.
See ya.